Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg?
We understand the complexities of national security decisions. We understand the pressures that confront a president and his advisors. Above all, we know what is at stake.
I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
Part of our responsibility, as we saw it, was not to forget the terrible harm that had been done to America.
You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know.
Yet for all these exacting efforts to do a hard and necessary job and to do it right, we hear from some quarters nothing but feigned outrage based on a false narrative.
That Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives.
Our government prevented attacks and saved lives through the terror surveillance program.
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives.
To call this a program of torture is to libel the dedicated professionals who have saved American lives.
You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
If Americans do get the chance to learn what our country was spared, it'll do more than clarify the urgency and the rightness of enhanced interrogations in the years after 9/11.
We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline.
It's one thing to adopt the euphemisms that suggest we're no longer engaged in a war. These are just words, and in the end, it's the policies that matter most. You don't want to call them enemy combatants? Fine, call them what you want, just don't bring them into the United States.
I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide it.
It's hard to imagine a worse precedent filled with more possibilities for trouble and abuse than to have an incoming administration criminalize the policy decisions of its predecessor.
I would rather you just said thank you and went on your way.
For all the partisan anger that still lingers, our administration will stand up well in history, not despite our actions after 9/11, but because of them.
Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
I might add that people who consistently distort the truth in this way are in no position to lecture anyone about values.
Did you order the code red? I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
Did you authorize the tactics that were used against Khalid Sheikh Mohammed?
I was aware of the program, certainly, and involved in helping get the process cleared.